Hello, guys, and welcome to another interesting episode of the Anti-Pharmacist podcast. I know that Nigerian spirits are down with all that is happening in the country. Now, we added AFCON final defeat to it. But, guys, that is life. It's just a game, right? We move. At least they made us happy to a point. Now, reality has done the game. What to do? Life goes on now, Abi. So, on today's episode, I will be discussing the second part of last week's episode. You see, after last week's episode, that is Google truly your friend? I talked about all the perspectives on that same topic. You know what I talked about majorly on last week's episode was how Googling your symptoms can cause anxiety, can make you die even before death comes. You may not be able to differentiate the illness because you are not a medical professional. But looking at it from another perspective today, I will not be looking at it from the angle of the person involved. Alright, is Google truly your friend? I talked last week about Googling symptoms, but this time, what if, for example, somebody around you decides to Google something that is quite confidential to you? An example is you have a medication that you use for a particular illness that others are not aware of, like it's confidential to you. But then somebody comes across this medication, then decides to Google it in the era of Google Lens, or simply type in the name of the medication on Google. It just brings it out and what it's used to treat. You know, that could be exposure of an illness that you would rather that they do not know about. You understand? So it could actually lead to loss of confidentiality. Somebody who is using an antiretroviral, for example, maybe for HIV or for hepatitis, and in times past, when Google was not so easily accessible, when the internet was not so easily accessible, you could be using your medication and you could tell people that it was for something else. But these days, there's no secret again. Even if you hide the thing, some people will still find it and Google it. Before you know it, everybody knows that you have this illness. That's one. So Google might not be your friend in that respect, all right? Another thing is that it could actually help people to help you. You know, it could have the positive and negative sides, all right? Like, maybe you're hiding something. Maybe depression, for example, you are using antidepressants and somebody comes across it and Googles it. Oh, this medication is actually for depression. That could actually help them to care for you better, to help you get over whatever it is that you're going through that you might not want to share at the time. So it's kind of a double-edged sword thing, all right? Google could be your friend depending on how you use it, and it could be your enemy at the same time. It could cause people to empathize with you, help you overcome your illness. At the same time, it could cause people to discriminate against you. So the fact still remains that we should endeavor to use Google objectively, all right? Okay, you come across a medication that someone is using and you Googled it. That should not cause you to stigmatize them. And you as a patient, using Google should not cause you to be doing a to-know, going to your pharmacy or to your doctor and telling them what to give to you when you don't even have medical knowledge, all right? So having information at your fingertips should not give you license to use it negatively. That's just the message I'm trying to pass with this, that you should endeavor to be objective about it. When you come across a medication that is not for you, do not succumb to that temptation to Google it. And even if you do, don't let it override your attitude towards that person. I know it may be difficult. There are this, instinctive or impulsive, should I put it that way, or reflex, yes, that's the right word, reflex reactions. Like you didn't know somebody has this illness before and now you are suddenly aware of it. The way you act or you relate with them will be different, either you want it or not. So if you can avoid it, please don't Google. If you can, don't let your curiosity get the better of you, because it could affect relationships, it could affect your attitudes to people, it could affect a lot of things. All right, just use Google for the normal general things. When it comes to your health or medications, please avoid it to the best of my knowledge. That's the advice I can give you as a healthcare professional, because there are many sides to it and you may not be able to control the outcome. When you're feeling some kind of way, just see a healthcare professional. That's the best. Even if you have your phone with you, if you will Google it, try as much as possible to control your attitude towards it. The same goes for when you Google somebody's medication. Of course, that is invasion of privacy in the first place, which you shouldn't do. But let's just say you succumb to the temptation. Do not let it affect your attitude towards that person, because you could actually be hurting them. And if you Google it and you see that you can help the person without being in their face about it, you can do that as well. So all in all, just use your discretion, my people, because nothing these days is black and white. There's the gray area too. You understand? So that's what I want to talk about today, Jerry. Yesterday's match has kind of dampened my spirits, but like I said, we move. Please do not forget to share the Anti-Pharmacist podcast with your friends and family. Subscribe, follow on social media, on IG, on X. Send us mail, suggest topics to us, alright? We are ready to listen and tell you what you need to know about your medications. So please enjoy the rest of your week and do the Valentine's celebration jejely. That's if Nigeria hasn't dampened your spirit. Why am I saying this again? Is it paining me that much? No, Jerry. So please write us, follow, subscribe, share, and all of that good stuff. Till next time, stay healthy and God bless you.